See, I have not watched the film recently. मैंने ये film देखी होगी 9 साल पहले, but I still remember it very fresh. That is the impact of that scene, I can say.
Hello guys, welcome to our. I have lost the count कि हमारा कौन सा podcast है. So welcome to the podcast. आज हम लोग बहुत ही special movie कर रहे हैं. It's a Pakistani movie and सादिक ने मुझे बोला that it was a blockbuster and it changed the face of Pakistan cinema and it did very very well. So that movie is now completing 10 years today and that's why we're doing this film. It's a very highly recommended film and it was also a debut of two amazing people who have made a mark in the world and that we will talk about later because it's a surprise element. But first I want to start with Sadik. I want to ask you, because you're from Pakistan, I want to ask you, how did this movie impact Pakistan cinema and did it kind of change the face of Pakistani society? Also, can you also tell a little bit about the film to our audience so that they know what we're talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just start with the fact that Khuda Bol was the second part of the unofficial, or you can say, was not directly a trilogy, but it was a part of the which I've read about, that it was a part of a trilogy. So Bol released in 2011. Before that, it was Khuda Ke Liye. So it was actually Khuda Ke Liye that started all the you can say a change, a new wave in Pakistani cinema. Before that, Pakistani cinema was going through a turmoil. So no one was actually taking it seriously, not even the viewers. So a change was needed. And Shoaib Mansoor, the director of Bol, so he directed Khuda Ke Liye on I think July 2007. So it was the first film of the next two that was coming. So first of the three trilogy. So Khuda Ke Liye, that was released in 2007. It was also on a similar topic. It was able to highlight the problems in the Pakistani society. I mean, terrorism, extremism, and stuff, with a solution, which was good about it. So the trilogy, if you just note the titles, Khuda Ke Liye, released in 2007, and Bol, and then it was Varna in 2017. So if you check, it is Khuda Ke Liye Bol Varna dot dot dot. So it leaves a question mark also. So these three movies were released in 10 years. 2007 Khuda Ke Liye, Bol 2011, and 2017 Varna. So all of these have similar titles. So coming back to Bol, so Bol that was released in 2007. So it highlighted the main issue of how that people are always just following a dogma. I mean, you have to have kids, irrespective of the fact if you can or not provide the quality of life. And procreating kids is not a problem, but just using women as a procreating machine, it's a big problem. So the guy that was played by Manzar Shebai, the father, who was a patriarchal guy and quite a misogynist. So it highlighted the fact that some people, I'm not saying that all, and it's a problem with the subcontinent. I mean, I won't say it's a problem with Pakistan. It's a problem with the subcontinent, that was highlighted that guy only wanted a boy. So because of that, he was trying hard again and again and again to have a boy, but he was unable to have a boy. So in the process, he had around 8 to 9 female children. So it highlighted the patriarchal, or as I said, patriarchy and misogyny that exists in the subcontinent, and it was really good. And I'm glad that the film was released, because there was some controversies, some issues that the film may not be released, but we were glad that it was released and it became a huge blockbuster. I mean, if not financially, because financially it didn't gross that well, but yeah, critically it was highly acclaimed, and I think in India also it was quite popular. I'm not sure, and even in worldwide it did really well. And I'm glad that it was able to illustrate the image of Pakistan in a different context. I mean, it did highlight the problems. It was not really criticizing the problem. It was highlighting the problem with solution. If you saw the film at the very end, it was quite an optimistic end out of a very tragic film. Yeah.
So I want to ask you that, sometimes when a film releases, obviously there's a lot of negative impact of the film as well. When it released over there, were there people that reacted negatively, like what nonsense, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है हमारे यहाँ पे, and stuff
Yeah.
like that, or
Yeah.
did people
Yeah.
agree to what happened and stood out
So
that
yeah,
this is a
so there
problem?
were mixed. Yeah, there were mixed reviews. I'm not saying that everyone was criticizing or everyone praising. There were mixed reviews. There was a strata in the society that was praising it. Specifically, the acting of Humaima, I think, the lead actress. She was really amazing, and she was one of the voices of the atrocities that take place in the society. So as I said that some people misperceived it because it was not depicting the problems in Pakistan but subcontinent overall. I mean, I think the world overall, because there are some countries that do give the women the liberty. I mean, they don't really force them, but the manner in which women are forced in subcontinent. So it's really sad, and it was a very important movie. If
Yeah.
people think that it's a good movie, great movie, or greatest movie, I'm not sure about if it's a great movie, but it's a very important movie and quite an influential one. I mean, in 2021, at least it makes much more sense than it made in 2011.
Correct.
Yeah.
Coming to Farhad, I want to ask you that what do you think about the story and the writing of the film, and what did you feel while watching the movie? Because the movie has a very global message. It's not that what happens only happens in Pakistan. We've seen it in India and other countries as well. So when you watched the movie, what did you think about the film?
तो ये जो मूवी बोल है who was directed by शोएब मंसूर. तो शोएब मंसूर जो है he is actually a visionary of a director. I don't know many directors from Pakistan who are visionaries, but he is definitely one of them. खुदा के लिए, I think it was the first Pakistani movie, I think, to release in India, if I remember correctly, in 2007.
Yes.
At least as far as my memory goes back. Bol again had a theatrical release in India in 2011. It had released on Eid. And Eid, क्योंकि it's synonymous with सलमान खान, तो सलमान खान की मूवी बॉडीगार्ड आई थी वो साल. तो इसके लिए it had a limited release and it just faded off. इंडिया में इतनी नहीं चली थी because of this reason. But when I watched it, I felt कि it had like a story to tell. Like because मेरा acumen इतना नहीं था, so this was one of the first, so to say, movies मैंने witness की थी, which dealt with the concepts of patriarchy or even for that matter, up to a certain level, female infanticide, yeah, wanting a boy child, and as Sadik ne kaha ki using women as a a machine basically.
Yeah.
So मेरा horizon increase हुआ था. I can say the writing definitely was good. I felt थोड़ी सी लंबी थी. That was my only criticism of the film. थोड़ी सी लंबी थी. But definitely आज के तारीख में it will hold all the more significance. We have talked about movies earlier like The Great Indian Kitchen या even Biryani जो मलयालम movie है. So all these अभी जो बन रही है ना वो अभी मतलब अभी we are getting the hang of it. Filmmakers are getting used to making that. But वो कब बनी थी? 10 years पहले. Which is why I call शोएब मंसूर a visionary. क्योंकि तब बनी थी जब इतनी कोई बात होती नहीं थी. भले वो कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड वो एलिमेंट्स थे इन द सोसाइटी एज Sadiq said, not only in Pakistan but also in India and basically Asian countries में ज्यादा होता है. So ये definitely था concept में and I just felt कि वो बहुत ज्यादा relevant थी and what it did was it put Pakistan on the map as far as world cinema was concerned. क्योंकि वो और बहुत जगह पे चली भी थी वो मूवी. I remember was it the official entry to the Academy Awards also that year, if I remember correctly? Was it this
I
movie?
think yes. I think yes. I think so.
I am not 100% sure. You can have it.
They did send the movie.
They did nominate it,
yeah.
But
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
official
They
entry
did send
तो
it for the Oscars.
Yeah, like खुदा के लिए also I think was an official entry
Yes,
from
yes.
Pakistan. So again मतलब हमने I think तब I don't know एकलव्य सेंड की थी या उसके पहले की थी. I don't remember anyway. So so I just feel कि काश ऐसी और movies बनती तब भी अब तो बनी रही है and well and good with the OTT. I think India में I think it's present on Boot. Okay, it's for free. आप सभी देख सकते हो. YouTube पे भी शायद मिले but I think it is region specific. तो
Yes.
शायद आपको इंडिया में viewing ना हो but इंडिया में it is on Boot.
So coming to Sana, I want to know that we had some incredible actors in the film. This was also debut of a lot of actors. We saw many new faces on screen, and because it's such a um, harsh movie, I guess everybody had to perform on par. So, what do you think about the cast and the actors who debuted?
I think we need to give it to the director, for giving such strong roles and having faith in newcomers. So Mahira Khan, who debuted with this film, she's a household name now, of course. So she was very good. Atif Aslam also, who is a singer, and I think this was his debut film. He didn't have a lot of role, but whatever he had, I think he did full justice to that role. But my personal favorite was Am Kashmiri, who played the role of Saifi. It was his debut as well, and my heart, I mean, just went out for him. He was just so adorable, and he played the character to the T. Every single time, whenever he came on the screen, I was concerned for him. So I think he did his job really, really well. For me to feel for the character. Mahira and Akshay both were good, and overall सारी acting ये बहुत अच्छी थी. There's no doubt in that. They are all I think जो father का role जिन्होंने play किया था वो already एक बहुत established actor है पाकिस्तान में. The female who played the role of mother is also established actor. And अभी तो हम देखते ही है सबको in Pakistani TV shows. They're all very good. So the acting was very good, and I just want to give it to the director कि उन्होंने उस time पे इतने guts दिखाए to make a movie like this, and glad the censor ने allow किया ये movie को air करने के लिए. I just watched this movie recently thanks to Sadiq who recommended this movie to me, and I'm glad मैंने अभी देखी because अभी मुझे वो ज्यादा impactful लगी और समझी. I think मैं 10 साल पहले देखती शायद मुझे इतना impact नहीं होता because I didn't know how serious this issue is. पर अब ये बहुत क्रेडिबल हो गया है, हमें पता है कि ऐसी चीजें होती है. तो एंड जैसे कि फरहाद ने बोला दैट लेंथ बड़ी थी फिल्म की, आई 100% अग्री. वो जो सॉन्ग्स थे एक दो वो अवॉइड हो सकते थे, बट मैं नॉट इवन फॉर अ सेकंड आई गॉट बोर्ड इन द मूवी. So I'm just so glad that this movie was made, and like Sadiq said, it's a very very important film. और सबको ये मूवी देखनी चाहिए.
I'm gonna end this segment by asking each one of y'all quickly tell me which is your favorite scene and probably a line that really hit you and made you like pause the movie like, okay, what did I just hear or watch?
I would want to go first in this.
Okay.
There was so much to say, but I'm going to keep it short. The scene that really moved me was when spoilers aa rahe hain. So whoever is watching can let me just warn you, spoilers hai. So when Saifi's character is, being brutally murdered, you can say, by the father, I wept in that scene. That scene really moved me. And apart from that, towards the end, जब दिखाते हैं कि the dad dies and all the women in the house, they are now successfully running a restaurant. I had happy tears. I think उसने तुम्हें बता दिया कि you don't need men. Okay, अगर women को freedom दी जाए, so they're capable of doing whatever they want to and they can live a happy life. तो वो सीन पे मुझे खुशी के आंसू आ गए. एंड ऑल्सो उसके पहले जब हुमैमा मलिक बोलती है कि वाई इज जस्ट बच्चे पैदा करना जुर्म क्यों नहीं है, सिर्फ मारना जुर्म क्यों है. सो दैट इज द डायलॉग दैट आई थिंक इज गोइंग टू स्टे विद मी टिल एटर्निटी डेफिनेटली. सो दीज आर द फेवरेट मोमेंट्स फॉर मी.
मेरा भी एग्जैक्टली यही दो सीन्स फेवरेट थे, एग्जैक्टली ये दो. आई वाज जस्ट गोइंग टू से दैट कि वो जो सैफी को मारते हैं इन दैट स्पॉइलर तो खैर बोल ही दिया है सना ने. तो सैफी को जब मारते थे तो हॉन्टिंग एंड चिलिंग सीन. आई मीन इट, मतलब इट वाज लाइक कि मैं वो देख ना पाऊं. एंड उसके जो फ्लैशबैक्स पे भी जाते हैं, वो जो गाने में वो वहां पे गाना वो ठीक है, अच्छा था कि वो फ्लैशबैक पे वो गाने से निकल के वो इस चाइल्डहुड वो दिखाते थे धीरे धीरे. सो वो सॉन्ग भी इट वाज लाइक कि इट वाज वेरी पेनफुल टू वॉच. सो एंड शोएब मंसूर बीइंग शोएब मंसूर, ही गोज ऑल आउट. ऐसे नहीं है कि वो कुछ छुपाते हैं या शुगर कोट करके. नो, एज इट इज ही गोज ऑल आउट. देयर इज नो रिस्पाइट. हॉन्टिंग है तो है, जैसा है वैसा है, एंड वैसे ही उतारा. एंड टुवर्ड्स द एंड आई थिंक जब स्पॉयलर्स, जो हुमैना मलिक है, शी किल्स द फादर, वो ऐसे रॉड से मारते. दैट वाज आल्सो वेरी पावरफुल एंड वेरी वेल रिटन सीन. वेरी वेल रिटन सीन दैट वन. मतलब इट शोड कि शी डिडंट वांट टू किल हिम पहले, बट बिकॉज मतलब हालात ऐसे थे तो he got killed with that nail in that rod, ऐसे कुछ था. So
That's sad.
हाँ जो भी था, it had the nail जिसकी वजह से सिर पे लगा था उनको. तो वो अच्छे से it was that build up, वो सीन अगर if there are any budding writers that are there, वो सीन का build up आप नोट करिएगा, कैसे कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है and how does it end, इंक्लूडिंग दैट फ्लैशबैक जहाँ पे वो पुलिस वो मीडिया के सामने जब वो अपना बोलती है, नरेटिंग दैट फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट टिल द टाइम यू नो द फादर इज डेड, वो पूरा सीक्वेंस जो है इट इज सो वेल रिटन. आई फील मतलब इतना पावरफुली रिटन है कि आई थिंक दैट.
Sadik?
Yeah. So my favorite scene was when when they are watching the cricket match between Australia and Pakistan. So Pakistan was losing, and that guy, a typical subcontinent fellow. So instead of accepting the reality, he was in that he was in that dogmatic mind. कि Pakistan will win and दुआ करेंगे तो जीत जाएंगे. So Humaima Malik, as always, she always believed in merit, which we should always do. Like the best should win. Instead of having hyper nationalism, stupid belonging to the country उसी को support करो and stuff. So she said that ऑस्ट्रेलिया तो कभी दुआ नहीं करता, तो why they have won 3 straight World Cup. तो पाकिस्तान दुआ करता है फिर भी ऑस्ट्रेलिया से हार जाता है. तो
और इंडिया में इतने लोग दुआ करने वाले, तो इंडिया क्यों हारती है?
हाँ
आज
exactly.
तो नेसेसरी है वो, आज तो अभी इंडिया हारा है.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
जरूरी है ये सुनना.
Yeah, exactly. तो वही I'm just trying to highlight कि जो subcontinent mentality है, that we are always overconfident and hyper nationalistic. तो मतलब हमारी टीम घटिया भी खेलेंगे, we will still support. तो which I don't like myself. You have to support the best because the world only supports merit. अगर आपके अंदर merit है तो you will win. Otherwise, you will be torn apart. You will be murdered by the other team. तो यही होता है. तो हुमैमा की मुझे एक चीज अच्छी लगी थी कि she was supporting the best, not the country जो जिसको belong करती है. उसमें मंजर शहबाई, he was mentally तो he's a stupid idiot fellow. So instead of counter arguing, so he just threw the क्या बोलते हैं shoe on her head. So she survived. So she said कि जब मैंने आपको सवाल पूछा है लाजवाब कर दिया, तो आपके पास सिवाय मारने के और कुछ था नहीं मेरे पास. तो यही होता है मतलब एक एनिमल में यानी एक मैमल में और एक ह्यूमन में यही फर्क है कि ह्यूमंस टेंड टू अडॉप्ट एंड सर्वाइव एंड एनिमल्स डोंट. दैट्स व्हाई दे गेट एक्सटिंक्ट. तो यही मेंटालिटी हमारे सब कॉन्टिनेंट के लोगों में है. तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर नॉट इंटेलेक्चुअली डेवलप्ड. तो जब तक उसको हम अडॉप्ट नहीं करेंगे तो फायदा नहीं है.
मुझे एक और चीज बोलनी थी. हम लोगों ने ये तो कवर किया कि ही द फादर वांटेड अ डॉटर, बट हम लोगों ने ये कवर नहीं किया कि ही हैड अ यूनिसेक्स चाइल्ड. तो एवरी चाइल्ड इज सेम, जो उसको डिफरेंट ट्रीटमेंट दिया जाता है. आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग दैट रियली हाइलाइटेड वेरी वेल इन द फिल्म. मुझे वो पार्ट बहुत अच्छा लगा. आई थिंक एवरी चाइल्ड इज सेम, मतलब इररिस्पेक्टिव, लड़का हो लड़की हो यूनिसेक्स हो. तो वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था. एक मैसेज उन्होंने इतने बोल्डली दिखाया था कि ये तो यूनिसेक्स है, उसको जो ट्रीट किया जाता है व्हिच इज सो ब्रूटल एंड रॉन्ग. तो वो भी एक था कि डजंट मैटर इफ इट्स अ गर्ल और अ बॉय और समवन हु इज नॉट ऑफ द सेम सेक्स. सो या
जो एलजीबीटी का जो इशू इतना अहेड ऑफ इट्स टाइम निकला, जो आजकल फिल्म में एलजीबीटी का कवर कर रही है, आई एम ग्लैड एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एंड आई एम प्राउड कि एक पाकिस्तानी फिल्म ने ये एलजीबीटी का इशू कवर किया और उस एलजीबीटी को डिफेंड किया.
That's exactly. Okay, guys, let's end this segment. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you Sadik for recommending us such a nice movie. Farhad ने पहले देखी थी, but मैंने और सना ने नहीं देखी थी, and both of us equally loved it. I don't think that we are capable of rating this movie because I'm sure that we would all give it a 5. Only except the fact that it was a little longer, but everything apart from that was amazing and perfect about this. So मुझे नहीं लगता हमें movie rate करनी चाहिए. But all I want to tell everyone who watches this video is please watch this film. It's going to remind you a little bit of The Great Indian Kitchen, but it's nothing like that. But just remind you of that film. So please watch it and let us know what you think about this movie in the comments below. And Farhad, do you want to say something?
Like, share and subscribe. Okay, and in case अगर मन करे कि पूरा रिव्यू पढ़ो, मतलब ऐसे वीडियो के साथ साथ मेरे को पढ़ना भी है रिव्यू, तो उसका भी आई थिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक मिलेगा, जो सना ने लिखा था on Popcorn Reviews, which is my site and everyone's site here. Okay, so वहाँ पे भी आप पढ़ सकते हो उसका full detail review. So and
आप भी
please
रिव्यू दे सकते हो.
like, share and subscribe. All like always. We need all your motivation and support. Okay, and let us know any recommendations in the comment section कि हमें कौन सी movies का review करना चाहिए या कि कुछ landmark years complete हो रहे हैं जैसे ये movie का 10 years complete हुआ है तो वो any details anything that will help us please help us grow this channel. This is your channel also. Okay, so like, share and subscribe, it helps us.